Welcome to this Engineering Unleashed Faculty Development Workshop. I'm Doug Melton, a Program Director with the Kern Family Foundation, and I want to welcome you to these impactful workshops. I've seen them impact institutions and their culture, careers, and certainly students. So I'm glad that you're here with other participants ready to join in this fantastic workshop. So, let's start off with a brief video, just a quick introduction and a conversation starter. How about a springboard that includes a collection of pictures? I'll ask you something, just quickly pick two pictures that might show up, but identify two pictures that you say, if I were to combine these, maybe there's a new idea to create value. For example, the idea of coffee and sewing. Perhaps there's something there. Or perhaps, as you know, vital to the Kern Family Foundation was electrical generators and gasoline engines. And so, just a simple example of how looking at something through a different lens can kind of change and frame the way we focus on education, and it can, in fact, transform engineering education. So that is the mission of Engineering Unleashed. It might be helpful to know how Keen and Engineering Unleashed kind of work together. Certainly, the Kern Family Foundation has catalyzed some of the work of Keen, this partnership of more than 55 institutions. And then that, of course, is connected to Engineering Unleashed, a larger community that spans even 340 plus institutions and many members, individual members. Keen is the institutional membership. Engineering Unleashed is the individual membership. Your educational innovations may travel far and wide across all the different partners and members within these communities. Let me tell you a little bit about the Kern Family Foundation. If you're like me, you appreciate the origins of where does this work come from. The Kern Family Foundation was established by Bob and Pat Kern, founders of Generac Corporation, which combined electrical generators and gasoline engines in a very creative way in a variety of forms to create a thriving business. At the sale of that, they created the foundation, whose mission is to contribute to the flourishing next generation of Americans. Of course, there are lots of ideas a foundation could work on, but the four critical ideas that form the work of what we do are called our animating ideas. And those are great character, quality education, meaning and purpose of work, and of course, entrepreneurial mindset. So those ideas are mixed in different programs. They're kind of mixed as four different threads or four different colors to form a program. In fact, our program, the Entrepreneurial Engineering Program, is formed out of a particular mix of those ideas, which emphasizes entrepreneurial mindset. Let's take a moment and talk about entrepreneurial mindset. Hopefully you've seen some of the videos and other content that have been preparatory to get to this point, but there's something you may not have seen in those videos that might be helpful just to focus on this particular animating idea. We call this the entrepreneurial continuum. And on the right-hand side of this scale, you'll see the risk-taking, the venturing. On the left-hand side, that was largely untreated. And so that's where the Kern Family Foundation and the benefactors to the foundation had the wisdom to say, no one is focusing on, in education, on the mindset piece that is the precursor to this work. So you'll see on the left-hand side, those things that are the inputs, kind of the ideation pieces, critical to seed that work before it turns into investments. One of the key takeaways that I think your facilitators will emphasize is that an entrepreneurial mindset can be applied in any context, within industry, government, startups, education, as faculty, as students. And another takeaway, the development of a mindset should not and need not be at the expense of skill set. And what we've often found is that it actually is a motivator to develop the skills you need. Within the partner handbook, you'll find the framework, and I encourage you to read through this framework. You'll find the elements that you're familiar with, often that center column that talks about design, and the suggestion that we need to add something to those that focus on these two keywords, opportunity and impact. The banner item on the Keen framework includes entrepreneurial mindset and the 3 C's. You are in great hands with this workshop. I hope to meet you and talk about how it went and what you're doing. I look forward to the results.